Alright guys, got another service call we're going on. Been doing a lot of maintenances lately. Hadn't had a whole lot of no cools, or been waiting on that first no heat. I think a couple other techs that work here had some, but I haven't had any yet. But I've got a no cool today, and we're almost there, so we'll start filming once I get there. Alright, said it's just not blowing cold air. It's blowing no cold air. It's going to be an issue at the outdoor. Old pain unit. I hear it trying to come on. I think I know what it's going to be. She is swelled up. Capacitors are definitely bad. It's a big one too, 50. Let's go see if we got one. Alright, so I do not have a 50. So we're going to be using one of the Turbo 200s. These things are fantastic. They're a lot more expensive than a regular capacitor is, so I only use them when I have to, but this is going to be the case. I've never used one of these before. It can be a lot of different sizes. And it comes with these jumpers, so you can add whatever side this is to the other and make it a bigger number. So let's see. So as you can see, put the jumper from 25 to 20, which makes 45. Then you need 5 more to make 50. So we go off either one of these. You can go off those over to the 5 MFD. This one is the weaker of the two, 4 MFD and a 6. So using this, it should be right around 50. So you always want to check it afterwards. So you put your common is your center one. Yeah, 51. So our fan is going to go on this 5 side right here. These are taken up. Our hermetic can go on any of those, but I'm going to probably put it right here on this blue one. So our herm can go there, and our common will go there in the middle. Got the go ahead to do the capacitor. Let's get this old one off. Alright. So we'll go ahead and get our wires hooked up. So our blue is going to be our herm. We got the 2 yellows for common, and then the brown is fan, is normal. Once we get all these on, we're going to make sure the connections are real tight. That's definitely a must. Alright, so we can do our blue herm. We'll do it right on the blue. Doesn't have to be, but it could be either on the blue or the yellow. So since it's jumped, it acts as one. So there you go. Yellow is the 2 commons. Your common is the middle of this. And then we got brown as our fan, which we're going to do right there. Just like that. All right. I'm going to get a strap made and put that sucker right there. So I made a band for it, went around and just connected it one place with both of them. You want to make sure that capacitor isn't touching anywhere on that contactor. It looks good. So let's get this thing kicked on and see how the pressures look. So we got an R22 system. I was thinking it was 410, so let's get this switched. Normal subcoolant is 14. Alright, I'm going to let this run a while and let it stabilize some, about 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'll be back. Alright, so I went and checked inside. The filter was really bad. That suction was staying around 49 to 50. I pulled the filter, it looks much better. And these units are mix match, so our air handler inside is a Piston, not a TXV, so we're going mainly off our superheat. It's calling for about a 20 on the superheat. 17.4 doesn't look bad. I got my probes hooked up. 15.5 on the Delta T, not horrible. Everything looks fairly within range. Supply air dry bulb temperature is close to the target evaporator exit dry bulb temperature, so all that looks good. And it's only like 71 outside, so not going to have really high suction. So I believe it was probably the really dirty filter causing this thing to run lower, and ended up straining the compressor, blew the cap, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to go let them know the good news. It looks like it was just a capacitor on this one. Everything else looks like it's running pretty good. Alright, so these units are mix matched. It says for a TXV out here, it gives you the 14, but it's a piston orifice inside, the fixed orifice. So that makes a lot more sense with it, instead of it looking like it's really overcharged, because if you was going straight off the subcoolant, that's what it looks like. Calling for a 23 on the superheat, and it's a 15.4. The Delta T looks good, 16. The temps coming out of the supply is right in line with where it should be. But there's a reason why that subcoolant and the head is running just a little high, especially with it so cool outside. Probably shouldn't be over 200. So I'm gonna check this coil out, get it cleaned, and see if that possibly fixes our issue. If not, we might be dealing with a partially stopped up piston, something to that degree. But let's not jump the gun. Let's check this condensing coil out first. Don't feel bad. Plenty of air coming off of it. Pushing plenty out. Coil's not bad. Alright guys, so after going in and checking everything in the attic, I would have filmed up there, but we had us a helicopter, so couldn't do that. But so it looks like to me there's definitely another issue somewhere. The superheat is down too far, which means that coil is getting too much. That metering device isn't working properly. And then your subcoolant is really high, like it's overcharged. So when you see something like that, there's something going on with airflow or with the orifice itself. It could be a kink in the line somewhere. But I checked that as far as I could, didn't see nothing. I checked the blower speed, even adjusted it a little bit, didn't really make a difference. So I put it on the recommended blower speed for that unit. And the suction, when it kicks on, it drops really far. It gets down to 30 something, and slowly over probably 15 minutes it takes before it ever gets up above freezing on the saturation. So there's definitely an issue. It's slowly creeping by, it looks like, until it finally builds the pressure it needs to build. I really would like to take a look at that orifice that's up there to see how it looks, just to give it a check, see if it could be partially blocked just a little. If it's just dirty and clogged a little bit, it can let enough refrigerant go by to where it can still cool, but it's gonna throw it all out of whack. So if I had to guess something, it would probably be that. I did take temperatures on each side of the filter dryer, and it was within a degree, maybe about 0.8, I believe is what it was. So don't really look like that's the sign of it. But I'm going to talk to him and see if we can't, at some point. I mean, it's going to be hard to get them to do anything when it's got a 17 Delta T and it's cooling well. But I'm not sure how good it was working this summer. So anyways, I'm going to go in and recommend that. They're probably going to think I'm crazy and tell me to get out of here, and we'll leave it at just a capacitor. But if I had to choose, I would pull this refrigerant out, check the orifice, and then refill it. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so the more I was looking at that, the more it looks like there's a slight blockage in that piston in the attic. The suction pressure, when it first kicked on, it would be really low, like 30, 28, 30, and the head pressure would still be 180, 190, which is about where it should be running, maybe even a little less than that during the while it's 70 degrees outside. But so we've got it scheduled for me to come back and pump this system down, look at this orifice. I have a really good feeling that it does have a little bit of trash in it, so we can do a follow-up video to this one. Should be a pretty good one. We're gonna open the system up and see if we can't check this orifice, get it cleaned up good, and that should fix their issues. You should be able to see the suction pressure rise up where it should be, and the head pressure lower just a hair. I don't think it's completely clogged, nowhere close to completely clogged, but it's definitely, I do believe it's got a little bit of trash in it. Also gonna do the filter dryer after I open it up as well, so we're gonna make sure there's no restrictions anywhere, so we can get this thing nailed down. But I hope you enjoyed this one, maybe even learned a little bit from it, and we'll do the next video Monday. I'm gonna be out here. Today's Friday, so Monday I'm going to be out doing it. I'll film it then and then upload it as quick as I can. So I hope y'all are enjoying, and we'll see you in the next video.